So you might be going through a tough time in your relationship right now, and you're wondering, is my relationship doomed? Are me and my partner going to get through this? Now, you might just be going through a negative cycle. So the cycle will come and the cycle will go. Or there could be serious problems in the relationship. So what I want to do is I want to share with you some signs that should raise concern. Now, it's not so much just a singular sign, but if you notice numerous signs, then there is cause for concern. Now, if you're watching this right now, I would really appreciate if you take a moment to like and subscribe below. So let's get into it. So the first thing is, there is an inability to have everyday mundane conversations. That's between you and your partner. When how are you leads to tempers flaring up. When what do you want to eat leads to tempers flaring up. That's not a good sign. You should be able to have these basic conversations, basic interactions without them turning into explosive bouts. So when you notice that there is an inability to have mundane conversations without tempers flaring up, without things becoming explosive, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Now, the second sign is you notice that, you and your partner, you don't feel good in each other's presence. There is like a funk between you, right? Whenever you're together, you would rather be anywhere but there. Like it is painful. Even when you're together in silence, it's painful. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. You should be happy in your partner's presence, right? When you want to escape any alone time with them, that is not a good sign. Now, a third sign is you have a culture in your relationship of constantly picking out each other's flaws. And you sort of have this negative lens. You see each other through a negative lens. Now, when you start to see each other through that negative lens, it's very dangerous because it gets rid of any sort of warmth in your interactions. And that's what can lead to a situation where mundane conversations, mundane chatter turns explosive. This is not a good sign. And I would be very worried if I noticed this. Now, another thing is you are essentially living separate lives. And look, I'm not saying that you can't do your own thing, right? There's going to be certain things that you do by yourself. Like your partner is not going to be interested in every single thing that you're interested in. But it's one thing to do your own thing every now and again, but to be doing your own thing 100% of the time, like all the time with no crossover, where's the space to connect? You cannot be in a relationship and have two completely separate schedules with no crossover, no intersectionality whatsoever. Because in that case, you're just roommates, right? So this is something that, that's a sign. That's a worrying sign at that, right? So another thing is, you or your partner, you start to entertain friendships with people have a clear romantic interest in you. There is absolutely no justification for that. Like you are undermining your relationship by doing that. What's the reason? Of what benefit is that friendship? So that's a sign. That's a sign. Now, following on from that, it could be that either you or your partner, you start to reconnect with an ex or previous lover. Listen, short of co-parenting, can you give me one good reason why you're connecting with your ex? What's the purpose of that connection? We were such great friends. Well, make new friends, preferably someone that you don't have a romantic history with. It doesn't make sense. You're undermining your relationship. Now, if you get to a space where you're reconnecting with an ex, a past lover, or, you're entertaining a friendship with someone that is clearly interested in you, then probably on some level you're already checked out. And that is a bad sign. That is a bad sign, guys. So another thing is, neither of you wants to take any sort of responsibility for the discord in the relationship. But here's the thing. No one individual can be solely responsible for a breakdown in harmony in a relationship. It takes two to tango. So if you're going to fix things, you both have to take responsibility and take ownership of your actions and say, look, okay, this is where I've gone wrong. This is where I've gone wrong. How can we work together? How can we make things better? That's the way that things will improve. Right? But if nobody wants to take any sort of responsibility, then nothing is going to get better. Which leads me to my next sign, which is a refusal to repair after conflict. Okay, so you have one of those explosive bust-ups, but nobody wants to try and make peace. Again, because nobody wants to, take responsibility for their own bad behavior. This is not a good sign. So here you have it, guys. If you notice these signs in your relationship, then there is 100% cause for concern. If you've enjoyed this video and you would like me to help you improve your relationship, then you want to check out my Dream Relationship Toolkit. So it's a collection of 4 courses available on my website for $84, but you can access the toolkit today for free by clicking the link below. See you next time.